All right, been seeing a lot of stuff about WhopperPloppers versus Buzzbaits and all that, so thought I'd just take a little time and throw in my 2 cents worth about ploppers and buzzbaits. A lot of people hate the plopper. I don't know why. It's an awesome lure. It's got its advantages and its disadvantages. The advantages are, I mean, it comes in several sizes. You've got this big one. Then you've got this next one. Then you've got this smaller one. The advantages of them are they float, they cast like a bullet. They're great for people that can't handle a buzzbait. There's a lot of people that throw buzzbaits, they throw it, they're switching hands, it sinks, they can't get it back up on top, and they just have an awful time with it. The plopper, you can throw it, let it sit there and float, wind it as slow or fast as you want to. The disadvantages are, like most treble hook lures, seems like the more hooks the lure has, the more fish you lose on it. That's just the way it is. Whereas a buzzbait's got the big single hook lure, or this big single hook, usually a 5/0, 6/0, something like that. But the thing there is, it takes a lot of oomph to get penetration with that big single hook. So if you're not using the right tackle, you're going to lose fish on a buzzbait in the event you do get bites on. The disadvantage to the plopper is you can't throw that sucker anywhere near wood or grass. If there's a piece of wood within 6 inches of it, it's going to reach out and grab that plopper as it goes by, it seems like. It's ridiculous. So you don't want to throw it around cover. But for open water, it is awesome. You can fish it fast, you can fish it slow, you can cover a lot of ground with it. It's easier for beginners or people that can't handle a buzzbait, but it will absolutely catch the snot out of some fish. Now, to the buzzbait. This is just one I make for myself. I just buy a head, buy some blades. I use red propellers. I run a trailer hook. I do not use plastic trailers on my buzzbaits or my spinnerbaits. I just put a white skirt on it and a trailer hook. I got some tweaks I do to the blade to get it to perform like I want to. But it's awesome around cover, around wood, around grass, around anything. You open water. You can use a buzzbait anywhere, whereas you're kind of limited with the plopper. But again, a lot of people, they throw one way and then wind the other. And while they're switching, the bait's sinking and they got to wind it to get back up on top. And by the time they get it back up on top, it's completely out of the strike zone. So with the plopper, you don't have to worry about that. But the buzzbait is wonderful around cover. And you've got several kinds of them. You've got the conventional, which when I make these, I take and put a little bend. It gets the body down a little bit further in the water. And like I said, I use a 3/0 trailer hook, red blades. Then you have like the double blade. And you have some that are double blade that float, which that can be a good solution for the people that have trouble with it sinking. This will catch a fish too. Then you've got some of the old kind of obtuse buzzbaits. You got this old thing, it's called a Floyd's buzzer. It's an inline buzzer. Got a couple of little wires out there to protect the weed, or protect the hook from weeds and grass. That's about 40 years old, something like that. It's called a Floyd's buzzer. It's an inline. Then you have this little thing here, Bill Norman, triple wing. You've got them with 3 blades, 4 blades, 2 blades, plastic, aluminum. I caught an 8-pounder on this thing about 40 years ago. Bill Norman triple wing. And then you got this wackadoodle thing. It's called a weed wader. It's got propeller built into the middle of it, and it comes through the stuff really good. I've used it before. I caught some fish on it. I forget who made it. I want to say Rebel, but I can't say for sure. The name is Weed Waker. This one had patent pending from way back when. I don't know, actually this is a Bill Norman. But they call it a Weed Waiter or a Weed Whacker. It's a pretty ingenious little device. But anyway, why so many people piss all over WhopperPloppers is beyond me, because they will flat catch the snot out of a fish. And at the end of this video, I've got a little short video of me catching the fish on a buzzbait up in some nasty stuff where you would not want to throw a plopper. And then I've got another video of me catching a 6'4" out in open water on a plopper. Like I say, they both have their time and place. Like I say, the buzzbait you can use anywhere. The other thing about a buzzbait is it's not as aerodynamic as the plopper. It's a little harder to throw, get distance out of. The plopper, you can chunk that sucker 1.5 miles. And this is my setup for both. It's 7 foot. This is an old, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's so old that the paint's blistering on it. It's a Jimmy Houston 7 foot. Let's see what they call it. Got it so blistered I can't read it, but it's a medium heavy. I've got 40 or 50 pound braid on it. It's got about that much bend to it. A lot of backbone, fast tip. Like I say, 40 or 50 pound braid. This is a Shimano Curado 7.2-1. But for many, many years, I threw my old buzzbait on my 4.71 Ambassador. People said, I just can't see how you could throw that thing on that slow speed reel. Well, if you don't let the damn thing sink, it's easy to keep on top. I could keep it on top of a 3.5-1. Don't let it sink. I taught myself to throw left-handed. I'm already switching before the bait hits the water. I don't let it sink. But anyway, I got that. I think it's a 6.2 or 7.2, whatever I said it was. What did I say it was? 7.2. But I throw all my ploppers and my buzzbaits on this rod and reel right here. But anyway, that's my take on the plopper and versus the chatter buzzbait. They both have a place. And while we're on the subject of topwater, I'll just throw this out there. I went and whipped me up a couple of these last night to have them ready. Spook and a front runner. Little junior spook with a small front runner on it. I remember the first time I was on the live well, it wasn't a live well then, but I pulled one of these out and it was a clear one. And everybody freaked out because they'd never seen a clear spook before. But anyway, little junior spook. I put a red hook on the front of it. A little Norman front runner. This is a blank that I bought blank and repainted and sealed up. 50-pound braid between these two. Because I found out if you get a big fish on both of them, I used to run 20 mono. I got it broke. Got big fish on both of them, they broke it. Then I went to 30-pound braid. Had 2 big fish climb on and they broke it. So now I run 50. The 20-pound I got broke at Varner. I had a couple of 5-6 pound largemouth get on them. They broke it. The fish that had the front runner, I caught him. The fish that had the spook managed to throw it somehow, so I got my spook back. But yeah, those 2 big fish, they made short work out of 20-pound line. That was nothing. That was like sewing thread. But this is a sweet little deal right here. And you can use, they make a bigger front runner too. And they make, of course, a bigger spook. So if you want to, you know, this is what I run on Altoona. Now, if I'm going to someplace that's got big largemouth, I'm going with the big spook and I'm going with a bigger front runner. But this works great for that. So anyway, that's my spiel on plopper versus buzzbait. And I'm going to tack a couple of videos on the end of this. This will be, I'll put a preview on YouTube. I don't post much full content on YouTube anymore. But I'll put a preview on there and directions how to get to my Facebook page. It's a private page. You just got to request to join. It's Fish Lips Fishing. You just request to join, and we'll go from there. But that's how it's going to go. So we'll post these in a little bit. We got it. That'd be a better fish than I'm thinking. That dude might be a photo op. Get him up here and see. Oh God, that's a big old fish. The Plopper. I don't know where you're stuck at, so we're gonna be, whoa. And that's why I didn't reach down in there. I know you're gonna weigh at least 5. Six 4. Yes, sir. There was. Daggone big. Did you get around that? And he got the whole thing. Pretty fish. Wish I could have got the camera on it. Three 7. Pretty boy.